Round one. DJ Debs versus the obstacles of life. Fight!
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Grind Hard, Hustle Smart with me, Charles Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, so I'm just going to jump right into it today. Today, we're going to talk about something that may be kind of spiritual in nature, but it's applicable in the real world. And what I mean by that is this. There's often a time in our lives, much like every single New Year, where we set out to conquer our life in its essence, some goal, some milestone, something that we wanted to achieve that we haven't done so far. And we would like to start this new year right by targeting that and going after it. But like we often understand and come to know that in order for us to do something, we got to sacrifice something else. And much like everything else in the universe, there's one law that plays out time and time again, and it always comes to pass, and that is cause and effect. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. For every comfort, there is a pain. For every try, there is a fail, just like there is also a success. But this is something I want you to start doing, starting today as you listen to this on this beautiful, beautiful start to your day, whether you're driving in a car, commuting to work, taking the kids to school. Listen to this podcast as you are on your way to school, or you're in college or high school, wherever part of life that you're going towards. I want you to just think about this for a moment. There is nothing to be had in this world that can be done without pain. In the form of emotional pain, mental pain, physical pain. You just think about it. You go to the gym, you work out your muscles. There's a pain when your muscles start to tire and fatigue. You start studying for that exam or getting ready for school, and you reading that book or reading that textbook or that reading material that your professor, your teacher, your instructor has given you. And you start to get tired and worn out. Your brain starts to hurt after you study for a while, or you look at those mathematical equations like, wow, man, I need to take a break. Whereas you try to love again, and you try to date again, and you try to open yourself up again, you tear down those emotional walls, those emotional barriers that you have imposed on yourself, that prison that you have put yourself in, and you start to tear those things down, and then that emotional pain, you start to feel that angst again. I want you to lean into that. Lean into that pain. Study just a little bit harder. Love just a little bit harder. Work out just a little bit harder. Whatever goal, if there's a pain associated with it, you're on the right path, I promise you. Now, I'm not talking about unhealthy pain in the sense of whereas we just love to love, or we just read something, we do something without purpose. No, I'm talking about if you really want something, there's a pain to be had, and there's a sacrifice to be made, and you're going to have to pay the price. I'm not talking about loving blindly or just doing something without thinking about it, an uneducated. No, that's not what I'm talking about here. If you really want to do something, and you know you're on the right track, and you determine in your heart and your mind that you're going to give it everything you got, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to feel some pain. And if you really want to get down to the meat and potatoes of it, you need to stop listening to those voices that are promising you comfort. That voice that says, oh man, you can study tomorrow. Ignore it. That voice that says, oh, you can go to the gym tomorrow or the day after that or the day after that. Ignore it. That thing that says that, oh, nobody will ever love you again. That nobody will ever see you in the same way as which you see yourself. Ignore it. That pain of addiction that's dragging you back towards whatever substance that you fancy. Ignore it. That pain that says, if you just try me one more time, you just drink one more time, you shoot up one more time, you smoke one more time, the pain of now will go away. Ignore it. There's progress in pain. There's change in pain. Maybe the issue is we've all gotten a little too comfortable in where we are now. We've become so content that where we are now is comfortable. If we just experience just a little bit of pain, be willing to suffer a little bit of pain. Pain is there when you try something new. You go to the gym if you've never been to the gym before and work out and tell me how you feel the next day. Do leg day after you've never done leg day in a long time and tell me how you feel the next day. Go study and then tell me about the headache you have the next day when you haven't studied for years. There's pain in change. Embrace it. Lean into it. You might come to find you like it. Some of us need to just pain our way to success. Some of us just need to pain our way past our obstacles, pain our way past our goals, pain our way past our suffering, pain our way past our addiction, pain our way past our failure. Lean into it. Don't be scared of it. Don't run from it. Stop avoiding it. You all are not cowards. You're courageous. You're brave. You're outstanding, magnificent kings, queens. You're not cowards. Lean into the pain. There's success on the other side of pain. Change on the other side of that pain. Goals on the other side of that pain. Riches on the other side of that pain. Graduation on the other side of that pain. Sobriety on the other side of that pain. Love on the other side of that pain. Victory on the other side of that pain. Sure, right now it may seem like between you and your goals and your milestones as you begin to go conquer your goals that there's a huge chasm between you and your goals. Guess what fills that up? Pain. And the only thing keeping you on this side of the cavern or the canyon, and the other side is comfortability. Some of us are holding on to it. Some of us are chained to it. Some of us are holding on to it, hugging it, and chained to it. Unwilling to let it go. Let it go. Leave comfortability behind sometimes. Embrace that pain. Love that pain. Endure that pain. Because on the other side of that pain, on the other side of that process, on the other side of that process of change, on the other side of that rigorous training, whatever it is, whatever something, process you're putting yourself through to get to where you need to be, I'm 100% certain you're experiencing some pain, and you will not get what you want until you get on the other side of it. It's impossible. So as you go throughout today, as you go throughout the year, the weeks, the months that you have in front of you, realize and recognize those voices that are telling you that there's comfortability to be had in giving up, comfortability to be had in quitting, comfortability to be had if you just put it off for another day. Ignore it. Cut it off from your mind. Realize that on the other side of this little bit of pain that I'm currently experiencing, because there's a time and a season for everything. There's a season for comfortability. There's a season for pain. There's a season for failure. There's a season for success. There's a season where you just feel like you have plateaued. There's a season for everything. Right now is your time. This is your season to just lean into the pain just a little bit so that you can get to the other side and experience your success, experience your goals, experience the dopamine of accomplishing something that you never thought you would. And one thing you'll get to recognize is that oftentimes, when you start doing it again and again and again, just like you can have that cascading effect of negativity, that stinking thinking, that spiraling motion that circles the drain and says, your dreams are going to die. You can have that positive cascading effect where you build up. You become addicted to change. You become addicted to progress. You become addicted to putting yourself in a position to grow. Pain and process are both the same. You have to put yourself through the process of pain to get to where you want to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I love each and every single one of you, man. You all are awesome, amazing, wonderful human beings. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. This is your year. Should you choose it, this is your year. Just lean into the pain. Step on the gas a little bit. Be willing to embrace change. Go through the process. On the other side of the process, on the other side of the suffering, on the other side of the little bit of pain that you're experiencing is your goals. If you want them, they're there to be had, but there's a price to be paid and there's something to be sacrificed, and you got to be willing to give it up at all times. You got this. I promise you. You're man enough, you're woman enough, you're strong enough, you're human enough. You got this. Stand there in the gap. Embrace the pain and just go through it, man, and just make it happen. Because if you want something, I promise you, you'll figure a way out. You'll figure out how to get it. Now go get it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say thank you to all my subscribers, all those who listen to this podcast around the world. You all are awesome, amazing, wonderful human beings, man. And I couldn't do what I do without you. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. So I thank each and every one of you. I am grateful to each and every single one of you. You all have my gratitude always, and I do this for you all. I do this for you all. So thank you for repaying me with the support and the kindness and the comments. I love it. I love it. It keeps me going. It keeps me pumped up, fired up, ready to go and getting this next episode out. Yes, thank you. But if you haven't done so already, please share this podcast with your friends and family and make it a part of your daily routine and their daily routine. You are available on all major podcasting platforms. I'm talking about Apple, Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Radio Public, and all major podcasting platforms. We're also available on YouTube. Our channel is called The Grind is Hard, Grind Hard, Hustle Smart. I apologize. Grind Hard, Hustle Smart, just like the podcast. You can go subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. You know, our merchandise website is called thegrindishard.com, thegrindishard.com. Go purchase our merchandise. Like I said previously, right now we can't conduct transactions internationally, so I apologize. We're currently working on that, but right now we can conduct transactions in the continental U.S. For speaking engagements, you can go to thecharlesjohnson.com. thecharlesjohnson.com is my speaking page, my speaking website. So go look me up there. You can read my bio, learn about me, send me an email, get added to our emailing list. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, you all are awesome. Go conquer the day. Go conquer your goals. Suffer through a little bit of pain. You got this. On the other side of that pain is the goal that you've been seeking and your success. And remember, as always, get out there every moment of the day. Grind hard, hustle smart. Have a good one.
For the record, for the record, for the record, for the record. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price on y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. 8-6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the bars. I'm flipping the. On record, off record. I still count wins when they got it. On record, off record. I let them take advantage. I was wildin'. On record, off record deals. Tell them talk to Colin for the quote. On record, off record. I still want the act, not the ghost. For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to make no time to waste. Running through it with the young influence, adolescent presence, I'm succumbing to it. I've been giving yeses when I shouldn't do it. I complete ejected, but the moves elusive, and I'm barely moving, but I'm still gon' boost them. I can't work on winners when I know you're losing, so I work the winners and they throw the deuces. Guess I had to pivot, shooting no bazookas for the facts. I need